What's up guys, I'm going to do a step-by-step tutorial on how to submit to PSA. First we're going to prepare the cards, so grab all the cards that you want to grade. Next grab an unopened pack of penny sleeves and some Q-tips to wipe off any smudge. And we're also going to be using some card savers. I'm using Ultra Pro, but I heard other ones are probably better. Also ensure to clean your surface, and I would suggest using something like a mouse pad or a play mat just in case you drop on the cards so they don't get damaged. Once everything is ready, we're going to wash our hands to get off all that excess oil so it doesn't go on the card. Now with our clean hands and clean surface, we're going to take out the card from the original penny sleeve it was in, and we're going to wipe off anything that we see. So if you see any oil, see any hair, see any, I don't know, possible just weird stuff on top of it, we're gonna wipe it off. If you see a smudge, you can wipe it off with this, or use the Q-tip if you see a smudge that you can't really get. Never use your fingertips or nails because you could scratch the card. And then now you're gonna put it in the brand new penny sleeve that we have, and then also we're gonna stick in the card saver. Sticking in the card saver is pretty hard, honestly, especially these Ultra Pro ones. I heard other ones are wider, so maybe I'd suggest investing in those. The cleaner your card, the cleaner your penny sleeve and the clearer your card saver is, the better the PSA will grade your card. Obviously it's not the main thing that matters, but it always helps. Once you have everything ready, you're gonna go into the PSA website, click start submission, and then you're going to click your different types. Basically, the only thing that really matters is one, how fast you want your card to come back, and two, how much is your card worth. Today, we're going to be going over the value 1980 to present, which is a 45 business day return and $500 max insurance. Now, this is actually where a lot of people have trouble. What the insurance basically is once they get the card, how much is the card worth raw, and how much is the card worth at the grade you think you're going to get it at. PSA uses the free market value, which basically means market value, except they go on the low end. So I would research on eBay, how much is your card worth? You're just going to search it up, what grade you think you'll get, and you're going to scroll down and click sold listings. This is kind of where you're going to be able to get an average of how much the card is worth at that PSA grade. And it's also good to understand that this insurance only works once it gets to them. So on the way there, your insurance is going to be through USPS, UPS, or whatever you use. But once they officially get it, they'll tell you, and then that's when this insurance can start kicking in. Okay, now that we understand that, we're going to press select and continue. And now this process is basically the same for every other tier also. To search for your card, you're going to put the year it was made. Then you're going to type in the type of card it is. We're doing Pokemon, and then you're going to put the set. It's going to be OBF, and then you're going to put the language. EN stands for English. Then you're going to put dash, then the set name. So this is Obsidian Flames. Yeah, we put the set name twice. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then we're going to be putting in the number of the card and then the name of the card. So Charizard EX. And then the rarity of the card. So the whole name for this card is going to be 2023 Pokemon OBF EN dash Obsidian Flames 228 Charizard EX Hyper Rare. Now we're going to use the information that we got from eBay earlier and click optional customize max insurance. The reason why we're doing this is because the automatic is $500, and now if your card's only worth $200 max, then they're going to charge you for $500, and that's a little bit extra money that we don't want to spend. Once you input all of your cards, make sure to double check that they're all correct, and then you can put a little message if you want, whatever you like. Okay, now this is probably the most complicated part of the whole process, choosing how do you want to get your stuff shipped. So first you can choose that they make you the label and they make you everything, and then you just put it on your box and then you're all good and that's literally it. Or you can choose to make the label yourself. I'm going to choose to make my label myself because I can get it for much cheaper. So they said that a prepaid label is going to cost $20. I'm going to go into a site called Pirate Ship and let's see how much it costs for me to put it to them. So we're going to put in the PSA information. If you want to know where to get this, you can search up PSA address and then click their website. They're going to show you where to ship everything. We're going to put the information of the box that we're planning on using and then use insurance. Again, the insurance from earlier was only once PSA gets the card. So when we ship it to them, it's our own stuff. However much your card was worth raw, you're going to want to put that. And now let's see how much it cost us. $6, only $6. Obviously we can get more for faster shipping, but the basic one is $6, and I'm okay with waiting 2 extra days to save $14. Anyway, so we're gonna click that. Next we're gonna put where we're gonna put the card. So once the card is graded, you can put in a PSA vault, which means that they're gonna hold it for you. You can either sell it later or do whatever you want with it. They're just gonna hold it for you. And then, or you can put it on eBay, which they'll list on eBay for you, I think through an auction or something, and then you get a percentage of the card, or ship it back to you. Today we're gonna ship it back to us. Now this is the part I couldn't really figure out. I wanted to save money on the way shipping back too, but I couldn't really figure out how to make our own label or do any of that. There's like this FedEx option and I couldn't figure it out. So we're just going to click insured shipping through them. It is kind of expensive again, but that's totally fine. We'll pay this one. We saved a lot of money on the other one. Then you're just going to fill out the rest of the information and then you can click next. And now they're going to give you a bunch of information on what you need to do. Basically, you're just going to print all the paperwork that they're giving you. One is going to go on top of the box. Another is going to go inside the box. Another is going to be for you to keep. And you also have to put the label on that you made or got through them. And along with watching this video, make sure to read PSA's instructions and guidelines because it'll help you out a lot. Okay, now it's time to start shipping. You're going to need these shipping protectors. They're in my link in the description. These are going to help from any direct contact with the cards. It's going to make sure that it hits the shipping protector before it hits the cards directly. Plus the card savers also help. We're also going to need to use these rubber bands to rubber band it together. They don't really like using tape. You can just use rubber bands. And then you're going to bubble wrap the crap out of it. Like a lot of bubble wrap. Bubble wrap is the number one thing that's going to keep it safe from any bangs, any drops, anything that happens to the box. The bubble wrap will protect it. Anyway, now you're going to go build your box that you're going to use. I don't know if they allow bubble mailers. I just have no clue, but I've only seen them gonna use boxes as an example, so we're gonna use a box. Now for the box stuffers, you don't need to use bubble wrap. I'm just using it because I have some extra. Then we're gonna use this cardboard tissue paper like thing, and basically we're just gonna make sure it's really snug so that it can't move at all. If you shake the box, you shouldn't be able to hear anything move. Then we're gonna seal off the top just to make sure it's really snug, not super tight so it doesn't damage the cards, but just snug. Then we're gonna tape it off, and then now we gotta go add the little label that they gave us earlier. We have to put this on the side of the box, and then we're gonna have to weigh it so we can make our own label, because like I said earlier, we made our own label to save some money. Anyway, that's basically it. One more thing, I don't know if you guys seen online, there's like that serum on the cards that you can put on to make it look nicer to get a higher grade. Do not do that. That's generally that's just not correct, you know what I mean? If you're selling the slab and you found out the slab was boosted a grade because of some outside chemical, I don't think you would want it. And two, it's actually not allowed. They don't want chemical stuff on their cards. So yeah, don't do it. One, it's okay to clean, you know, like a little bit of water maybe to help clean your stuff, but don't do any chemicals, nothing like that. Okay, yeah, and that's basically it. That's how you submit to PSA, or at least how I've been doing it. I actually haven't even gotten back my first submission, but people have a lot of people have asked me to make this video, so I am. But if any of you guys see anything wrong with it, please put in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I can't wait for my first PSA submission to come back so I can tell all you guys about it. Sorry, my hair is like really long. It's getting so annoying. But anyway, thank you guys.